Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today I'm going to be sharing a short review about a romantic contemporary novel about two gamers that fall in love, one of them being a POC main character, and I'm obsessed with it. And I never read a book specifically that is about a black girl who plays video games. I just never did. And that fact alone was enough for me to get this book. I haven't read contemporary romance in so long. I used to read a lot of YA contemporary romance back when I was in high school. When I was really into reading, I took a huge break in college because who wants to read when I literally have my neck up in books that I have to read on the daily for 4 years. And so I'm just starting now, as you well know, within the past year or two, been trying to get back into reading. And so I mainly kind of just jumped headfirst into fantasy and never really looked back into contemporary romance. And so I figured, why not give it a shot? And I'm so glad that I did. I have been so knee deep in fantasy and dark romances in that sort of world where I just get war after rebellion, after a cliffhanger, after heartbreak, and to just read a book that is very simple, that is just about two people falling in love, and it has only, how many pages? Roughly 380 pages. I am very... It's such a breath of fresh air, honestly. I forgot why I stopped reading contemporary. I think it's because I was just looking for more adventure and stuff like that, and that's what the fantasies gave me. But I think I'm definitely this year going to have to really balance out my contemporary. I'm going to start looking into those more. There is a few that I have been seeing that I really think I would like, that I'm debating on reading. But this book is, I would say I rate this book a 4.5 if I was being... I don't know why this was so difficult for me to wrap my head around. I was trying to say that if I gave it a 4.5, that was because I was being generous. I don't remember what I gave this on the live highlight reels. If you want to see my live reactions for that, go ahead and check that out down below. I think in the height of me just finishing the book, I think I gave it a 5, but after being removed from it a little bit and reading another book and things like that, I would actually probably, if I did say a 5, I would probably give this book a 4 at the end of the day. It is still a very good book. I'm still very much attached to it. I love the beginning where it's like, I guess the dedication, if you want to call it that. It says, "To all the blurs and nerds, the world is a better place with you in it." And that honestly just melts in my little blurred heart. I very much appreciate a book that I feel seen, and there were a lot of things that were addressed in this book that I do relate to. Like, there was a part where they mentioned where Samara was like, why can't I just love my games, and I just wish my games would love me back, and I want to see more of me in the games. And she talks about how sometimes there's only one black woman character even, and a lot of the times when I play video games, the only black people that I really see are the ones that I make for myself. And here's another example. In Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition, in Mass Effect 2, you end up getting a black companion. He's part of the company that you're working for. He is supposed to be a possible romance interest in the game. The whole romance for him is very awkward, and it seems like it goes very fast. His personal missions dealing with daddy issues, which is very much a stereotypical type, like deadbeat dad sort of vibe. But not only that, in Mass Effect 3, if you continue to romance him, he like disappears off the face of the earth, and you find him in some random location, and he cheated on you and got a girl knocked up. So I mean, that is kind of the stuff I'm talking about. Like, I was excited to get to know him, but he just seemed like a jerk in the game. And when I found out my suspicions were confirmed, I was like, this is disheartening. And when we get into the character development of some of these video games, it's like the black features are horrible. Like, I would say, actually, if you haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, I would say that's probably the best. Like, I was obsessed with the afros and the afro puffs, and I was just like, I don't know which one to choose. I don't know which one to choose. I was so devastated. It was a good struggle. Versus before, where the only hairstyles that look good were just like straight or shaven, or like, so I really appreciate the real, and also skin color, because sometimes the black skin colors, they're just too red or too pale or too green or gray. Like, it's a thing, and I'm like, you act like you haven't made black skin tones, which it shows for sure. So I do understand it fully, the sentiment, and so to have these two working together to really implement change in the video game industry, it's very nice, and I wish that other video game companies would do the same, to be quite honest. But alas, I would give the romance in this book 2.5 spicy peppers. I don't think it's excessive, definitely not excessive. It definitely has moments, but it fits with the plot, so it makes sense. It's not like it's just extra just because. So take that if you will. But yeah, that's all I have for this book. I definitely want to read Love Con, being that it is also a black girl who enjoys cosplay, as far as I know. Which I'm not a cosplay girl, but I will support all of my blurs who do. So I definitely want to read it. I also see in the book that she has other books, Spice and Sugar, which I have seen. So I'm curious to pick up that one. And so, yeah. This book gave me all the feels. This was definitely a fuzzy reading, and I definitely will read more contemporary romance to kind of space out when I'm done reading my heavier content in some of my other books. So stay tuned for that. But again, thank you for stopping by. I try to post when I can. I'm not really trying to set an exact time and day for things just because of my schedule. So I've been doing well with making sure my postings have been consistent, at least, whether it be for videos or just showing what I'm currently reading. I already picked the next book I'm going to be reading today, and so I will be sharing that shortly in the Instagram, so stay tuned for that. But again, if you want to check out any other book that I have read, go check out my YouTube channel. There are plenty of other books that I have read and reviewed on. So, but that is basically it. So thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.